Power and Leadership, a comprehensive guide on power and leadership. Introduction. Leadership is a complex idea that encompasses the art of guiding and inspiring a collective towards shared objectives. At the core of effective leadership lies the notion of power, which involves the capacity to sway others, manage resources, and mold the results within a collective or team. Grasping the intricacies of power and its ethical ramifications is essential for successful leadership. 1. Exploring leadership dynamics. Effective leadership requires 3 essential elements: a strong leader, dedicated followers, and a carefully considered situation or context. The effectiveness of leadership is determined by the interaction between these components. The success of a leader depends on their skill in influencing followers and navigating the challenges of their operating environment. 1.1. The importance of influence. Having a strong influence is essential for effective leadership. It serves as the method through which leaders steer their followers towards a common vision or objective. The power of influence can manifest in various ways, ranging from inspiring and motivating others to resorting to more forceful or manipulative methods. The responsible use of influence is a crucial element of effective leadership, as it directly impacts the trust and dedication of those being led. 1.2. Reliance and factors from outside influences. Leaders do not operate in a vacuum. They rely on their followers and a range of external factors, such as other leaders, resources, and organizational structures. Successful leaders recognize the interconnections between different factors and strive to harmonize them with their objectives. This frequently requires engaging in negotiations, collaborations, and occasionally even competitions with other stakeholders. 2. The nature of power. Authority is the capacity to shape the actions, choices, and perspectives of others. It is an essential tool for leaders, but it also carries a great deal of ethical obligations. Grasping the various dimensions and sources of power is crucial for leaders who want to be effective and responsible. 2.1. Dimensions of power. The concept of power encompasses various dimensions, each with its own set of mechanisms and implications. First dimension, open conflict or debate. This entails exerting direct control over resources and influencing decisions through clear and explicit conflict. Second dimension, maintaining control over engagement. Power in this dimension revolves around managing agendas and decision-making processes, sometimes downplaying conflict in order to preserve harmony. Third dimension, shaping perceptions of truth. This entails molding beliefs, norms, and perceptions to establish the status quo as unquestionable, making certain power structures appear inherent and unalterable. Fourth dimension, power redistribution. Power is a dynamic force that can be reshaped through social interactions and the unintended consequences of its exercise. 2.2. Sources of power. According to theorists such as Pierre Bourdieu, power can stem from various sources: economic capital, wealth and assets; cultural capital, acquiring knowledge, education, and credentials; social capital, networks of relationships and social connections; symbolic capital, the epitome of prestige and legitimacy. 3. Exploring the historical dimensions of power and leadership. The idea of power in leadership has been a topic of discussion for centuries. Historical figures such as Niccolo Machiavelli have offered valuable insights into the dynamics of power, especially within political spheres. 3.1. Leadership with a Machiavellian approach. Machiavelli's work, especially The Prince, presents leadership as necessitating the unrelenting exertion of authority to uphold control and accomplish objectives. Although frequently criticized for its cynicism, Machiavelli's perspectives shed light on the intricate nature and ethical dilemmas of leadership. 3.2. Contemporary perspectives. Contemporary leadership theories frequently differ from Machiavellian principles, placing a strong emphasis on ethical leadership and the significance of serving the greater good. Nevertheless, the business realm continues to witness cases of individuals in positions of power who utilize manipulative strategies to further their own interests, resulting in negative consequences for the companies involved. 4. The ethical use of power. The responsible exercise of authority is a key focus in effective leadership. Leaders must find a delicate equilibrium between their ambition to accomplish objectives and their duty to make decisions that benefit their followers, organizations, and society. 4.1. The negative aspects of leadership. Unethical behavior can cause leaders to harm their organizations and followers, leading to what is known as destructive leadership. Here are some things that are included. Abusive supervision, employing manipulative tactics and intimidation to exert control over subordinates. Manipulation and deception, misleading followers or stakeholders for personal gain. Ignorance, failing to acknowledge crucial matters or worries, resulting in unfavorable consequences. 4.2. Avoiding harmful leadership. In order to avoid the negative aspects of leadership, contemporary theories such as authentic leadership place a strong emphasis on qualities such as self-awareness, ethical conduct, and a commitment to ongoing personal growth. Leaders are urged to contemplate their principles and ensure that their behavior is in line with moral and ethical norms. 5. Strategies for managing conflict in leadership. Conflict is bound to arise in leadership roles, especially when there is a shortage of resources and differing priorities. Successful leaders understand the importance of effectively managing conflicts to ensure positive relationships and the attainment of organizational objectives. 5.1. Approaches to resolving conflicts. According to the research conducted by Kilman and Thomas, there are 5 commonly employed conflict handling styles in leadership. Competing, confident and independent, focused on achieving personal goals without considering others. Considerate, willing to put others' needs before their own and work together harmoniously. Avoiding, passive and unhelpful, avoiding conflict entirely. Collaborating, confident and willing to work together, aiming to find solutions that meet everyone's needs. Finding a middle ground, striking a balance between assertiveness and cooperativeness. 5.2. Selecting the appropriate style. The selection of conflict resolution approach is influenced by the specific circumstances, the importance of the matter at hand, and the dynamics between the individuals involved. Leaders should always be flexible and select the approach that is most in line with their objectives and moral principles. 6. Leadership in modern organizations. In today's modern organizations, leaders are confronted with intricate challenges that demand a sophisticated grasp of power and influence. The landscape of leadership has been transformed by the rise of globalization, technological change, and diverse workforces. 6.1. Transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is all about inspiring and motivating followers to reach new heights of performance and innovation. Leaders who have a transformative approach harness their power to uplift others, promote teamwork, and bring about meaningful transformations. 6.2. Servant leadership. Servant leadership flips the traditional power structure on its head, putting a strong emphasis on the leader's responsibility to serve their followers. This approach places a strong emphasis on the welfare and growth of followers, resulting in leadership practices that are more ethical and sustainable. In summary, power and leadership have a strong connection, as power can be both a valuable asset and a significant obstacle for those in leadership positions. Grasping the different aspects of power, where it comes from, and the ethical considerations surrounding it is essential for being a successful leader. Leaders must skillfully navigate the intricacies of authority while prioritizing the greater good, upholding ethical standards, and ensuring the welfare of their followers. By adopting this approach, they can guide organizations towards success in a manner that is both impactful and ethical. A comprehensive guide to power and leadership. Understanding power. The nature of power. Power is not a possession, but rather a force that is exerted within relationships. It's all about having an impact and the ability to shape results. Dimensions of power. Power manifests itself in various ways, ranging from direct control over resources to the more nuanced influence on people's perceptions and beliefs. Understanding these dimensions is essential for grasping the dynamics of power and its potential for resistance. Sources of power. Power can arise from different sources, such as financial resources, expertise, social connections, and symbolic influence. Grasping the significance of these sources allows for a deeper understanding of power dynamics in organizations and societies. The ethics of power. The utilization of authority gives rise to ethical dilemmas. It is crucial for leaders to carefully evaluate the consequences of their decisions on individuals, organizations, and society at large. The pursuit of personal gain at the expense of others is a characteristic of destructive leadership. Leadership and power. The leadership dynamic. Leading requires the ability to guide a group towards a shared objective. The leader's skill in handling interdependencies and resolving conflicts is essential for successful leadership. Approaches to conflict can vary among individuals, with some leaning towards competition while others prefer collaboration. Grasping these orientations can assist leaders in effectively handling conflict and promoting collaboration. The downside of leadership. The very traits that contribute to a leader's effectiveness can also result in harmful behaviors. Unbridled authority, self-importance, and an unwavering dedication to a goal can lead to negative outcomes for both individuals and organizations. Genuine leadership. Being aware of oneself, taking time for introspection, practicing ethical behavior, and prioritizing the well-being of others are crucial for genuine leadership. These qualities are crucial for leaders to steer clear of negative influences and cultivate trust and dedication among their followers. Important lessons for leaders. Grasp the essence of power. Understand that power is not absolute and can manifest in different ways. It is important to consider the dynamics of power within your organization and how it can affect different individuals and groups. Nurture ethical leadership. Aim to utilize influence for the betterment of others and the organization as a whole. Resist the urge to prioritize your own interests over those of others. Cultivate a deeper understanding of oneself. Take a moment to contemplate your own actions and what drives you. Embrace constructive criticism and always seek opportunities to grow and enhance your skills. Embrace the power of working together. Promote an environment where teamwork and effective communication are valued. Promote a wide range of viewpoints and inspire others to make valuable contributions to the organization's achievements. Embrace authenticity. Stay true to your values and principles. Display honesty and foster a sense of trust and confidence among those who look up to you. Through a deep understanding of power dynamics and effective leadership strategies, leaders have the ability to bring about positive transformations, encourage teamwork, and attain long-lasting success for their organizations and the communities they impact.